y'all came to win.
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
ST.
Coach, we're just about 4 miles off the shore of Lake Erie at New Era Field in Orchard Park, New York. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way down to the 29. And he will finally be tracked down at the Bills' 29-yard line. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And down inside the 15 he goes. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
Under 10.
On second down now, it's Hubbard. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. On third down, Rosen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
But they took the shot, didn't get it, and there's definitely a difference here because they had a chance to get 7, maybe 8 if they pushed it. Instead, they'll likely settle for 3.
Yeah, opening drive, holding him to 3. Psychologically, maybe a win for the defense. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. On first down, Benjamin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Right back to him on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Flush to his right. Completes it to Benjamin. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here we go. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. You.
On third down, Evans. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. This will be taken at the 10. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 25-yard line.
Come on, baby.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. He completes this one to Mack. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now Rosen looking to throw. Looking deep downfield. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. What you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me something.
They'll run on first down. Benjamin. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 14.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
53, watch the screen. Pass.
2nd and 5. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. It'll be a pickup of just 2. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Down. 8, read.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Deep grip, deep grip.
Evans now. From the gun, he'll throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
On first down, it's Mack. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Bravo.
On 2nd and 1, Rosen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Give him 3 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
6-6, pull it high.
Check 24, check 24.
Shift.
Hey, Charlie.
53 for Mike.
Cut.
53 for Mike.
Hit it.
Now Evans operating from the gun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 17, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Look, squeeze.
They'll get this out wide to Boyd. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Evans, off play action. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Raekwon McMillan, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hug.
Now it's Rosen. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
53's mine. We go. Hey, wahoo! Let's go.
From the gun, it's Rosen.
Let's go, defense.
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
I don't think you got it, son.
Rosen on 1st and 10. He finds his man Johnson. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Middle.
Here we go. Motion, pump.
Throwing again, it's Rosen. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. Heck of a boost right there into the locker room. A long field goal try, and he got it to go.
That's the basketball equivalent of a half-court shot at the buzzer, and guess what? They both count 3.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Ready, break.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Ready.
Back to throw is Evans. A final shot before break. Airing one out for Boyd. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Xavier Howard. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Sam on.
Check. He's checking. Crash.
They'll keep it on the ground. Benjamin. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Out.
You get Rodney.
Now.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Check. Check. Hot route. Hot. Pilot, 64, weak. Kill.
They'll run on first down. Dillon, and very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
X3, 218, chopper. Get it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
61, matchbox lights. Go.
Operating from the gun, Evans. He's got his man, Boyd. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 33.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Gone.
Slide.
On first down, Dillon. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? Because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
To throw is Rosen. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And he'll take it all the way out near the 30-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
25, check 25, check 25.
Here's Evans on first down. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play here for the Bills. 45 yards.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Evans now, off the play fake. This will be caught inside the 10. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Evans from the gun, he'll throw. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal.
Hey, exit. Go.
Second and 6. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Raekwon McMillan make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Set the tone, defense.
Hey, Delta.
Defense, let's go.
Evans going to throw on third and goal. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. Tackle made there by Budda Baker. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking. Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
You got that right there. He's crashing. He's got
On second down, it's Mack. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll lead here to a third down. They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
First down.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Check. 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 Check 31. Check 31. Check nickel. Watch out. Watch out.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Covered. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see.
Check it out,
On 3rd down, a run by Mack. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Bang, 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 bang. Say. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Deuce.
They'll run it. It's Mack. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now it's Rosen. They'll run the screen with Mack. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
Check 13. Check.
A give running right is Mack. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Seibert's kick is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yeah, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Looking to throw. Evans. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth quarter, going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Back to throw is Evans. Throwing on fourth down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old